The following program was produced or sponsored by a community member. The content, views, and opinions expressed are the sole responsibility of the producer and do not reflect those of Malden Access Television, the City of Malden, or Comcast. MATV welcomes your comments. Call us at 781-321-6400 or email us at access@matv.org.
Your name's definitely on the back of one of these jerseys, but I don't remember. Welcome all sports fans to the third game of the Sunday edition of the MNBL. I am your host, the Dutch, the Nestor Dudley, along with special guest commentator Gary Christensen, City Councilor Ward 1, and Andy Robinson, representing the Lakers behind the camera. This game, we have the third place 7-3 Hawks up against the 3-6 Kings.
Well, before we tap off, Nestor, I just saw an example of why this is such a good league. You know, we had that ugly incident from Game 2?
Yes.
With Mr. Armstrong. Well, I just saw him wait here until Timmy came out, came out, and he slapped him a high five.
Good,
apologized.
Good. Well, you know, as I told you, he was a good kid, and very uncharacteristic of him. You know, maybe he just got caught up in the moment, but he made it right, and, and that's what it's all about.
Right.
That's what it's all about. And Timmy was big enough to accept his apology. And
he did.
And the whole thing is squashed.
Yeah. Now, on this game, what are you expecting here?
On this game, the past couple of games, the Kings have been playing better team ball, and this Kings team, if they can play their game, we could see an upset in the making. I mean, the Hawks, what the Kings have to take advantage of. The Hawks, like one of their main weapons is Rico Olmeda, number 21, but Rico doesn't play defense, and you'll see during the game he doesn't play defense. And when it comes to running the floor, if he's not dribbling, he doesn't run up and down the floor. I thought that was a whistle, wasn't it?
I thought it was. No, he choked. Look.
He's choking.
Yeah, he got something caught in his throat. I just hope he's all right, Nestor.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, basket should be good, right?
Yeah,
inverted whistle, is that what they're going to roll?
Okay. And
jump ball, no basket.
That's not fair.
I don't know. I might have given him the basket.
I think I would have given him the basket because the play continued.
Right.
The play continued. But then again, you can make a case. That maybe some of the players decided to, they heard the whistle, they stopped.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the main thing is the official's okay. I mean, it didn't look good.
That was touching his throat.
I wonder what happened.
Inadvertent whistle, the ref swallowed.
He swallowed the whistle? Wow. Good thing there was a string on that.
Allegedly, the Hawks stopped playing defense, so they don't count the basket.
But how come they left the points up there? Oh, did you guys score before?
Yeah, they scored before.
Okay.
That's travel.
They got for travel.
Yep.
He fell down. Fall down with a boom. Good passes, Gene. You smile with the ball.
Okay, let's come to a semblance of normalcy. Danny Suter outside, he is the Kings' leading scorer, and they're going to call over the back on Jeff Olivia, number 20. Kings to an early 2-0 lead. Jamie Gessie's a nice, smart ball player for the Kings. For the Hawks, Gary.
Nice shot.
Number 9.
Proved it. You backed it up there.
Jamie Guess.
What's he play, the point?
He played the point, yeah. Second year junior. He knows the game. Yeah, see?
Yep.
And very rare do you ever see him miss a layup. Very rare.
Fundamentally sound, huh?
Yes.
Now, is he the key to the game for the Hawks?
They got him for backcourt. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. The team flows as Jamie Guest flows. But I tell you, Jamie Guest, Rico Almeida, and Ray Charles, they're 3 of the top 4 residents on the Dirty Dozen list.
Huh. Too much time there.
Yes.
He couldn't believe he had an open.
Gary, the Hawks last weekend had a tough weekend. They were going into last weekend. They were 6-1. Saturday they played the Bullets. This is last weekend. Saturday they played the Bullets. Sunday they played the Lakers, and they dropped 2 straight. Going into last week, 3 teams had 1 loss, and the Hawks came away with 2 more additional losses. That was a tough weekend for them. But they did rebound and win yesterday.
Who'd they beat yesterday?
Yes. Or did they play yesterday? Sixers.
Sixers.
They beat the Sixers yesterday. Yeah.
They both lost to the Celtics.
Now come up and pass. Come at you.
Danny Suter. That was a tough shot. Tough shot.
That was another one of those.
Here he is again.
But yesterday's Sixers-Hawks game is a game where the Hawks should have lost. Sixers had a 10-point lead with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, and the Sixers just started rushing everything they did, and the Hawks just started making their shots when they did that.
And absolutely, the Sixers did not call a timeout.
Exactly. So
There you go.
this Hawks team should have 4 losses right now, but
Now, which player is he?
Jamie Guest, number 9.
I noticed this team's leading the league in fouls. So they play tough, huh?
Oh
The
yes.
Hawks.
Oh yes.
They don't let you penetrate?
No, they give no easy ones.
Uh-oh.
Almeida out to Guess. Back to Almeida. Gets him in the air.
That's his own board.
Yep, follows his own shots. Gives it to Ray Charles. Boy, Billy Lou, they just couldn't knock it down, Gary. Could not knock it down.
They had their chances.
Lane to Suter, back to Lane. Suter. Meanwhile, Cadets on the weak side open. All by himself, they gotta look down low.
Pop up after the free throw line. You're 1 spot.
There you go. Coach Glenn Higgins called it.
Oops.
Oh, he should have took his time on that shot.
And 1.
Timeout, Kings.
Thought the foul could have been called there as well.
I thought so too. But you know what? If they don't call the foul, you just can't say anything to the refs. You know,
Right.
you just got to let it go. You got to let it go.
Score with 3 minutes left in the first quarter is Hawks 8, Kings 2. And after that quick opening by the Kings, they've just haven't been able to advance on that.
No. Like I said at the beginning of the game, Rico Almeida, he's going to basket hang. He's not going to play defense. He's the big man down low, right? There's no reason why he should be basket hanging up here and getting that layup. That would be impossible if he stayed home playing defense. So what the Kings need to do is the Kings need to capitalize on that, because when Rico gets out of position, they can pop the ball down low, and Ray Charles, who was on the Dirty Dozen list, will commit the foul.
I see.
You get Ray Charles in foul trouble, and that'll force Almeida to play down low.
Now, which 2 teams have the stronger bench? Either one or?
The Hawks. We got Paul Conrad doing the camera, coach of the Pistons.
Just to the end of the quarter.
Just to the end of the quarter.
Stay on your feet, Gary. Jumping forward.
Gary Lotus Lane.
Nice shot. Kept his composure and got the deuce.
Lou.
Nice
Nice
pass,
outside shot.
nice shot.
Took his time.
Just like you said, went through guess. Guessed right.
Okay, he has, the Hawks coaches has Omida playing up top now, so. Rolf Presume checks in for Rubens Legentas. That should put Presume up top and bring Omida down low. That's what that should do. We'll see what happens. Yes. 3 seconds.
Good call, right?
Yes. Really. Lane. I don't know why. That made absolutely no sense, Gary. He passed it to a guy who was double teamed when he had a man next to him open.
This kind of indicates their play for the first quarter here. But the Kings still hanging around. Only down 6. Yeah, pass there.
Yeah. He turned around and actually passed it behind him. Passed it, you know. Don't understand that one.
Come on, let's get a good shot. They're coming up. Go down low.
Into Marco Science, that's what Osai, that's what they need to do. Feed it in the middle, go down the middle.
Needs to use the backboard more though.
They keep coming up. Take it inside.
Yes. To Olmeda, he's going to take all 3 of these, and that was deep. Oh, that was deep. Oh, shit. Woo! That was on the other end, so he shot that for Medford. Over there's Everett, this side's Medford. Looked like they might have got away with backcourt there.
He misses a layup.
There we go. Yep. The hoop and a hum. He was hacking the yak, taking it to the rack.
Oops.
Oh, boy.
Slim's got no love for anybody.
Big rebound by Hickey. That was a risky cross-court pass there. They got it through. They got 50 seconds to do something. Foul on Omida.
Yes.
Get up top. Someone pop up.
Suda to Hickey.
Didn't call it.
No. Back to Suda. Loses it. I thought he was going to go for the top.
Yeah, I did too.
You wanted to.
Then realized that he didn't have those ups.
Set a pick. Stand there.
Gillis to Suda. He's going to take all 3 of these.
Foul.
3 shots?
3 shots.
What day would our game be on TV?
Come on, Katie, hit 'em all.
The game will be on TV. It'll be on not next Wednesday, not this Wednesday coming up, the following Wednesday at 3:30.
Not this Wednesday, the following at 3:30.
At 3:30.
Thank you very much.
Who wants to watch that one? Taking that happiness.
Oh.
Give him a
I wouldn't be surprised if
Number 7. What's he got going?
Is Javon on the hothead list?
Yes, he is. Him and Binoco both have a technical issue, I think.
Well, they can move up on the list of the hotheads.
Oh, we don't have a hothead.
No, I don't have the hotheads. That's a Brad category.
Oh, what a steal.
By Stavisky's Space Cadet, he stripped them clean, but Guest stripped it right back. And all this time, and precious time is ticking, and they're going to have him for the travel.
That's a bad call.
With 1 tick left to go, Gary.
Now, do they have enough time to get a shot off?
Doesn't have to just take it and heave it.
4 tenths is all you need.
There it is now, just throw it. Good if it goes. Oh, that would have been good if it went.
So after the first quarter, Hawks up 14-8.
You win, by the way.
The Hawks are not particularly playing good Hawk basketball. The Hawk team is a fast-breaking team. They like to run up and down the floor. And they're not doing that, Gary. On the other hand, the Kings just haven't found that rhythm. They started off strong within the first 2-3 minutes of this game, but then they just hit this wall, and they haven't gotten out of that funk yet, really.
35 points is enough. Nice game, Tim.
So what do you look for here in the second quarter? Have the Kings withstood?
If the Kings can keep this game close, if I'm the Kings, I try to work on the fact that Jamie Guest, Rico Amita, and Ray Charles are 3 of the top 4 Dirty Dozen. Try to get them in foul trouble. Everything has to go down low to the paint. You got to look for big Mark Osias. You saw that the last trip up to this end of the court that they looked to Osias. They got it in. Osias went up there and scored.
Yeah, he's got some good size.
He has good size. He's bigger than Ray Charles, who's playing center. You got to feed it to Osias. This game of basketball should always be played inside out.
Yep. Oh, some substitutions here.
And the referee's still curving his throat. We have to see if he's all right. There was something.
I think he's leaving the game. No, he's staying in there. Hawks with some substitutions.
Oh, they come down with the rebound. Yes. Angel Almeida back out to Sam Pierre.
Nice fake.
Gillis. Gillis.
What would you call that shot?
Ah, ugly.
Oops.
That was travel. That's another travel.
He got away with travel.
Twice. When he first got the ball, his pivot foot slid a little bit.
Wow. Swatted by Sam Pierre to Jamie Guest.
Never misses a layup.
He doesn't, you know. The give and go, they did that nice. Didn't take his time with the shot, though. Just did not take his time with the shot. It's going to be Hawk ball, so off the Kings, no foul. Legentes. He's going to take all 3 of these.
Oh.
I don't know how he pulled away with that one.
I don't either.
I don't know how he came out with that one, but it worked. I don't know how it was possible either. Good timeout.
Yeah,
Good use of a
good.
timeout.
Who called that one? Chris?
I think it was Chris, because Glenn was too busy yelling.
Or maybe the player did something right in calling.
That was a good use of the timeout. So that was going to be a turnover. He was trapped. He didn't know where to go. If he had to use this dribble, that would have been a double dribble.
Yep.
He was right at the line, so it could have been a backcourt. Good timeout. Good timeout. Like I said, neither team are particularly playing their game, and it's only a 10-point lead in favor of the Hawks.
But the Hawks have to be feeling good up 10 and not playing their best ball yet.
But you know what? I know the coaches over there, and they're not satisfied. They're telling them something to the effect that you guys are probably lucky that you're winning because you're not even playing. You're not even playing right. Come on. You know, they have a couple of little flashes of brilliance, but they're not playing the traditional Hawk ball that we've come to know for this season.
They haven't played it in 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks since they really played basketball.
Go the other way!
Kings need to balance the floor. Two on Olmeda, who came into this weekend with 30 fouls, the dirtiest dozen of them all.
#1 in the league overall, the Hawks.
How many fouls do the Hawks have total this year so far?
170?
Yes, coming into this weekend.
Oh my God.
Get with the overhead!
Who's second?
Doesn't miss a layup.
Jamie Guess.
What are the Lakers on that list, Nestor?
Lakers, I think, in the bottom half of that list.
Yay! We're not hacking as much this year.
So Osias,
No foul!
Hickey, that was a good fake by Hickey.
Oh, nice.
Got Olmeda to fly by, right by him. As the first time that the Kings have scored in a long time. They cut the score in half, 20-10, with 6 minutes and 46 left to go in the half. Into Rubens Legente.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
Yeah, oops.
Do it at his feet!
Vicente Payo. To Rubens Legentes.
Oh,
Backboard.
nice shot.
Lane.
Other side, other side! You can't set a picture.
Meanwhile, Staminsky Cadet is running the baseline all by he lonesome. They're not even looking down there.
Uh-oh.
Stolen by Legentes. Foul. If you're going to foul the person, go for the ball and just make sure that they don't score.
It's like you said, though, Ness, this Hawks bench is deep.
Yeah.
They're not even missing a beat with their starters on the bench.
And Legentes is one of the league leaders in free throws, with a minimum of 15 attempts. It's their fourth. Legentes is fourth. Coming into this weekend shooting 70%.
Yep. Backed it up there.
Olivier, that was a nice pass.
Real nice pass.
And that's what the Kings need to do. The Kings, when everyone touches the ball on the Kings' offensive floor, they can hang with any team.
What a move that was.
No defense!
Olivia.
Kings are fighting back.
They're starting to find their groove, but unfortunate for them, so aren't the Hawks. The next time out, we're going to have to talk about that carry rule. We're having to pause the cause. We're going to talk about that carry rule. Coach Glenn here was looking for the carry because he bounced the ball high. Now, I talked to referees, right? They say you can bounce the ball over your head as long as you keep your hand on top of the ball. Once you do that, that's the carry.
Okay.
So you can bounce it as high as you want. This is the carry.
Does that get called a lot?
This gets called more often than this. I mean, this is the incorrect call. This is the correct call. But sometimes they let that call slide. Because there are some what they do is they determine, and see, this is where I differ. I mean, I haven't gone to officiating school, but they say that if someone's natural dribbling pattern is to dribble like that, then they don't call it. The way I'm looking at it is, but if that's illegal, that's a violation, you got to call it.
You better call this one.
Oh, that was a shot! Should have shot that.
You know, when you're right there for the layup and you're in the air, you got to take it because your teammates aren't looking for the pass, they're looking to get the boards and the rebound. You have to get out of the way because we're taping.
Leads traveling there.
Leads the lead to Rolf Presume. Tough shot. Good rebound by Stamiski, Space Cadet. Lane to Suda. Kicks it out to Olivia. That's a good way to, that's how to fight. Comes up, Big Mark Osias. Olivia on the backboard, you see. Kings are starting to,
like you said, I mean, I keep it close to that 11. He's got some big size there.
Yes, he does. Yeah, they can't seem to shave it to within 10, but at least they're crashing the boards. Everybody's touching the ball,
yep.
And that's what you want. This Kings team can come, can shave this down and make this a game. I mean, this game is by no stretch of the imagination out of reach.
Now, if you're the Hawks, what's going wrong on their end?
You're not boxing out. You're not putting your man on the body. The Kings are getting too many rebounds. Too many rebounds.
What are you talking about? I didn't hear you.
And also, you have to look at the bench factor. I mean, right now the Hawks are in good shape because right now they have three of the players that get the lesser minutes on the floor at the same time right now.
Yeah.
And they're maintaining this lead. So if you look at it in terms like that, the Hawks are in pretty decent shape.
We haven't seen Guest this whole second quarter.
No.
Take this movie and keep it as a part of your private collection.
So if this squad can just maintain for the next 2 minutes, they've done their job.
I won't tell.
Legentes to Presume. Back to Legentes. Open three. Great Charles.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what he's in there for, right?
That's what he's in there for, yep. What, that's Osias' second. Is Osias on the Dirty Dozen? Actually, Osias is not on the Dirty Dozen, but I know he's not too far off. I'm constantly updating the Dirty Dozen weekly. Like the bottom half always get changed. The top half pretty much stays. It's going to be Hawk ball. It's going to stay down there. I think this is Demir Safia's first time checking in the game, number 3 for the Kings. Lou.
Oh, nice shot.
Lane to Safia. To Olivier. Oh, suited. There he goes. And he had all day to set up. Oh. The iron was kind to him on that one.
Yep.
He had all day to set up. Oh, the Kings are starting to pull away with this. Not only the Kings, the Hawks. There we go.
What's he like? He's got a pretty good shot.
Yeah, that was nice for him.
First point this year, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Whoa, number 8. Let's look that up real quick. I mean, he put that up like he does that all the time,
Right.
Gary. That was his second. His second field goal of the year.
Second, I was close.
Oh, party time. Nope.
Lane. See, I should be getting in the position. Let's see if I can do that trademark leap. There's Staminsky. Staminsky space, get that down and do our work.
Oh, wow! One softie!
26 left to go in the half. Get in position. We're watching the Kings break down right in front of our very eyes. They're only in the first half, Gavin.
9 seconds.
This is Suda.
Oh, nice shot.
At the end of the first half, the Hawks are up by 2 touchdowns over the Kings, 35-21.
I thought the Hawks were tremendous when they had Guess in the game. And then when Guess went out, Kings started to make their move. Still like the Hawks, though, in the second half.
The Hawks put in their bench players, and the bench player was able to maintain. And then when they got their weapons back into the game, they were able to increase the lead.
Yep.
It was increased lead. And then on the other side of the floor, the Kings were just breaking down. We saw the last 2 minutes. They wasn't playing any defense. They wasn't boxing up the guy. Wasn't putting the guy. The guy was getting position on him. They was letting them, not only letting them get the position. When the guy went up for the shot, they're fouling him, just brushing him. The guy is scoring and putting him to the line. And you're not going to win any ball games that way.
Yeah, I think the Kings need to go to number 11. What's his name, the player? The center.
Osias, Mark Osias.
I would try and go to him in the second half. He's got the size,
Yes.
good around the rim. That's what I would do if I were the Kings.
And that's a nice plug for my show, Around the Rim. Yeah, he's not paying attention, so we'll see you at the half. Well, back at the half, 35-21, Hawks over the Kings.
Now, Nestor, I noticed that the Hawks came out with about 4 or 5 minutes at the halfway mark during halftime.
Jamie gets strong moves to the hole. Yep.
That surprised you?
No, they even though they're not playing really Hawk ball, they're up by 14 points. So you just
Not much to talk about then.
not really much to talk about. Just go over some of the things some of the obvious things that they're doing wrong. Get back out there and keep warm, keep
Do
loosening
things
up.
like this, stealing
Yes.
the ball.
Whereas the Kings used up the entire 10 minutes.
Oh,
Jamie Guess.
He's one of the best in the league.
he's got game.
Yes. Christmas to Lane.
Double dribble.
Kings quickly unraveling here.
It's Rigo by himself.
Down by
By himself. There's just,
Couple more hoops like that, Nestor. We'll be talking about where to put a new city hall.
yeah. We can talk about it now. Oh, rejected by Lane. You know what? It just takes one play like that that can really spark up a team. So, he came down, he rejected the guy that had a foot over him and just took it all the way down to the lane and got the other guy who was amongst the league top leaders in fouls to foul him.
I noticed Ray Charles after that foul was walking around 1 finger up.
Maybe his goal is to get higher to the mountaintop as far as the dirty dozen goes. I got one more. Olivia. Suda. But there's Osias right there, number 11.
He's good.
Hey, see, Rico Lamita, basket hanger. Not playing defense. Vicente Payo to Ray Charles. Out to Guess. Size with the rebound. Somebody have to come down and give him the help. There you go. Lane to Suda. Back out to Lane. Suda. Olivia. Into Osias, that's what they need to do.
Nice.
That's exactly what they need to do.
We talked about that at the half.
That's exactly what they need to do. Broken up by Christmas, retaken by Guess.
Lazy D. Can't play D with your arms by your hips.
He's telling the truth.
Has Lynn ever been quiet for a whole game, Nestor?
Never. Man, his entire career. But Marco Sayas, a pair and a half, and he's coming out. That's not good for the Kings. They don't.
Why that move, you think?
Well, third foul,
Oh,
5
okay.
equals bye-bye. That's a pair and a half. Well,
4.5 to go.
Yeah, and quarter and a half to go is the coach's arms were tied. They had to take him out. They had to take him out. But with that, that's huge because now the Kings have no offensive inside presence. Jamie Guess. Oh, good defense by Gary Lane.
Wow. Thought that was automatic.
Usually is.
What was that?
It looked good until he actually got to the basket. All these blown bunnies.
The Hawks do not usually miss bunnies like this.
Christmas. That even made you chuckle.
He's just missed it.
Has that ever been done? Whole team comes out?
Oh, plenty of times. Actually, Steve Wright has a patent on it. He makes line changes all the time. He doesn't like. He sees something he doesn't like. They're confused on the play.
They're definitely confused. And it showed right there.
Yep. Vicente Payo. Lane.
Look good.
Yes. They got Ray Chow. No, they. Oh. Jameer Safia. Yes.
What do you think he has for points now?
Let's see. They're 47. I'm saying he's probably around the 15 mark.
Yeah, I would say.
That's just too easy for James.
The average? 13 a game.
Yeah. They got him for the travel.
Yeah.
Look like we're gonna have a whole 10 minutes to talk about the new location for City Hall.
Yep.
Back rims it.
Come here, got a board.
Olivia. Staminsky. Oh, good save, good save.
No, good save.
Olivia.
Eyes open on the left. No.
Oh, the Hawks are hustling for everything. Going to get it to go. Lou. Wow.
He's clearing the bench now.
Williams skips to
Oh. Safe.
There you go.
Thread that needle. They just need to do that more often. I mean, they made that look easy. Go back to that.
There were 3 passes there.
Yeah. See, go back to that. Right there. Oh. I don't even see any Kings.
I don't even see any whistles.
Gee. Gillis to Bastine. Olivia. Staminsky with the rebound.
Foul number 16, William Blue, is second personal. Second on the team.
See one of the Hawks coaches yawning. He's feeling pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I think they're starting to focus on next weekend.
Another game, another day in the office.
They're just talking about now what they're going to do tonight.
Yep, they're both smiling.
How to kill some time.
Hawks are up 23, 49 to 26. The Kings really needed this game, too. Kings really needed this game. This game would have had them leapfrog over the Sonics. I mean, the game is far from over, Gary. I mean, we have a complete period to play. But, unless something drastically happens, I mean, you have Marco Sayas sitting on the bench in foul trouble.
Yeah.
So you have no real offensive threat inside. And the Kings are just not looking up court. They're not passing each other. They're not setting picks. Main thing is they're not putting a man on the body and getting boards. They're not getting any type of boards.
Now, the team that's really enjoying this is the Sonics, right?
Yes.
Because they don't lose any ground.
They don't lose any ground whatsoever.
This guy, he's unreal.
There you go.
It's unbelievable.
It flows around him. How he flows is how the team goes.
Is he in the running for MVP of the league?
He should be.
Look at another one. Another one. Look at the pass.
Yeah.
Jamie. Top 10 right there.
I want to say in any normal season, I would say so, but there are 3 players in this league that are really it for their teams.
Who are they?
Jeremy Rocker of the Lakers,
Jimmy Dean
of the Bullets, and Anthony Papagallo of the Sixers.
I thought you were going to say Eddie Gibson.
Nah.
And you take into account record too?
You take into account record. You take into account the value they are to that team, how they make the play, how they make their teammates better, play better and stuff. You take all that into account, and so those 3 really stick out. Even though the Sixers only have 2 wins, those 3 really stick out.
Someone lost their glasses.
But you could certainly definitely say without a doubt that Jamie Guess is the MVP for the Hawks.
Yep.
$55-28.
1 quarter to go.
They really should just call it a day.
They don't have the mercy rule, though, right?
No mercy
I wish they
rule.
did. I wish they'd have just a clock non-stop running in these cases.
You play them to the final buzzer.
Yeah. What's the biggest comeback you've ever seen? How many points?
The biggest comeback that I can remember was 25 points. And it was between, I don't know, what year was it? It was in the 90s. It was between the Hawks, not the Hawks, the Kings and the Sixers. The Sixers at halftime were up 25 points. Matter of fact, the year was 1993. They were up by 25 points, and the Kings came back and beat them. And the reason why I remember that, because the Battle of the Brothers was Chuck Rogers versus Chris Rogers, and at that time the Sixers were undefeated. And I remember talking to Chuck after the game, saying that he was not expecting to win all his games, but he certainly didn't expect to lose that game. And that was 25 points from the half.
And was it just one of those where everything went wrong for the Sixers in the second half?
It was just everything went right for the Kings.
Yeah.
Everything went right for the Kings. No matter what the Sixers did, the Kings had an answer.
But this is 27 in the single quarter.
But even in that, took a whole half.
That's what I was just saying.
Vicente Payo to Rolf Presume. Nowak.
Garbage
Bring it up.
point.
Scored by Vicente Payo. Suda, 3-on-1 situation.
There you go. Give him the Academy Award for acting.
Number 14, Michael Lee, that's his first third of the team.
So with the Hawks up nearly 30, where do you think City Hall should go?
Now, let's revisit the history of City Hall. Now, was there history that it was supposed to, like, because we all know that Pleasant Street wasn't always blocked off like that.
Right.
So was the history of the present City Hall that Pleasant Street would actually run under, like City Hall would actually be built kind of like over it?
Yes.
It was.
That's what I've been told.
How come that? Well, if that is the truth, then how come that didn't happen? I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know why you. Like,
money thing or
I don't know why you would just block off a street like that.
So you agree with the overall goal that that street should be opened back up?
I think that street should be opened back up. I think you really lose a lot. I mean, with the T-stop right there, you have the T-stop, you walk right down Pleasant Street, and you get like those shops. I mean, we all know that the days of the mom and pop stores are long gone and stuff. But truth of the matter is, Pleasant Street still has like some nice shops and some nice attractions.
Yeah.
That's unique to Malden.
Yeah.
So you open that up. I just don't know where the new City Hall would go, to tell you the truth.
Well, let's talk about a few places. It's been mentioned that, the C building at the high school is one option.
Okay.
Build over the present police station is another. The old Y on Pleasant Street.
Yeah.
And then maybe Canal Street.
I think I like the old Y, when the Y opens up. I think I like that. I don't know about...
Why, because it keeps it downtown?
It keeps it downtown. You have the building right there, and certainly a closer walk for me to get over there. But other than that, it keeps it downtown right there. Building it over the police station, I'm not sure what I think about that idea. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I'm just not completely sold on that. Yeah. But it seemed that all the choices that you've pointed out there so far, that I would think that the best choice would be the building with the Y right there.
Yep.
So, yeah, that would be good. But certainly, where it's at right now, it really has to go.
Has to go, in your opinion. Yep.
Yeah, it has to go. And there have been, I'm not going to ask you what your views is on that, but it's come up in conversations with many of my fellow Maldonians over the years, and I haven't heard one person even try to make a case that would justify blocking off Pleasant Street like that.
Right.
Cutting it in half.
Right.
And certainly if you are not from Malden, that you don't realize that, well, what's confusing about Pleasant Street, if you're not from Malden, is that since it's blocked off in half, you have like two halves of Pleasant Street. So if someone is looking for an address on Pleasant Street, and they're like, I'm looking for an address, I'm just plucking out, I'm looking for address 250, but it only goes up to like 170, and, it's on the other side.
Yeah.
Well, why would they do that? I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're right. The thing I'd like to see too on Pleasant Street is put some angle parking in.
Yes.
Like up in Wakefield Center.
Yeah, exactly.
Those sidewalks, I mean, they might be good for Hollywood, but I think they can cut those back and
Yeah.
put some angle park in there. I think people, generally speaking, don't like the parallel park.
There's a lot of people that actually can't do it. And again, you know, I mean, I've seen wide spaces where you can get an 18-wheeler in there, but someone driving like a little compact car, it takes them forever to get in there. If you want to learn how to parallel park in Boston. If you can parallel park in Boston, you can parallel park anywhere. I know, so.
Now, what about the high school idea?
That's not a bad idea either.
C building?
Yes, it's not a bad idea either.
Have the Jenkins Auditorium and...
What would they do with the rest of the buildings?
Not a
With the
bad
rest of the
idea
students,
either.
though? Would they build another building for the high school?
Well, I think they redo the A and B buildings, you know?
Yeah.
Make them taller?
Yeah, maybe.
Rob Presume with the spinner.
You said he'd never have a game again like he did against the Lakers. He's having one today.
Oh.
Regardless of the outcome, though, at least they're trying. Mayor Howard keeps on trying to improve the city.
I mean, this has always been a talk for several years, Gary, but I mean, is the city any closer to a solution than, say, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think by springtime, I think there'll be a decision either way.
Okay, good.
When's
And the city council's been working very close with the mayor on trying to come up with a solution that's amicable to both parties.
And how long would a project like that take?
Depends, because I think there'll be phases to it. Depending on where you put one, you put a city hall, then other dominoes will fall, so.
Yeah.
When's the new Y scheduled to be open?
I think the new Y is next year.
Next year?
Yeah.
I tell you what, when they build the new city hall, they should build like a nice state-of-the-art TV studio so we can cablecast those school committee meetings and those city council meetings and have like real lighting, real nice lighting.
I would think that would be part of the plans.
Yes.
How is the setup now?
The setup now is like the regular house lights for the council chambers. Those aren't television lights. Those aren't television lights. And it's just that I've seen council meetings in Melrose. I think Melrose they're called selectmen. I see selectmen meetings in Melrose. And it's nice and bright, it's lit, the robotics. And, we have, the robotics and stuff. They have, they're digital over there. And it doesn't even really matter about the whole digital signal. It's just, you have a nice, clean signal. Everything, like, brightly lit. And, so their alderman meetings over there looks really nice and clear. You can see everything. Whereas sometimes the council meetings or the school committee meetings in the city hall chambers in Malden, with the lighting, it makes it tough sometimes depending on what camera you have. You like to have, use one of those cameras to get, crowd shots when they're in the crowd, because sometimes there are, important issues at the table where those chambers are actually packed, and it's good to get the crowd shot. Yeah. I think, in my opinion, that's only one person's opinion, but that's important, I think, Plus, it shows that this community cares, and they're at these meetings. You can make a case that, that these aren't the most exciting of meetings, but if you basically want pure information, what's going on in your community, turn to Channel 16 on the school committee nights, city councilor nights. And a little gratuitous plug to Lindsay Alamo. She is the educational/government coordinator for Malden. Access Television.
I have to assume, though, if they do build a new city hall, that'll be part of the plans.
Yeah. A nice studio in there, and, and...
Where would it be, ground level or high up where you are now?
What's interesting is in Melrose, is it ground level or is it actually below? trying to remember. I think Melrose, it might actually be below. I've been walking to the basement. It might even actually be below where they actually have the meetings. But there's a certain, I think if you can have it the same setup where it's above the actual meeting area, that. I think that brings some type of, I don't know what words I'm looking for, but maybe uniqueness or maybe some, I'm not sure what, but not only do you have the benefit of like the different camera angles, you also have the benefit of just looking over. Keeps it out of the way. It takes the focus away from the production aspect of it and have it clearly focus on the issues at hand, which would be the meetings.
I see.
Again, one person's opinion.
Yeah.
Tell you what, this might be the most intelligent conversations that we've ever had in the cable cast booth. Usually when we're not talking about the basketball games, we're talking about wrestling or some other professional sports. Ralph, presume.
Well, let me ask you, too, as part of this whole discussion about where City Hall should go and where other services should be located, there's been some question as to whether or not people think we're overbuilt, i.e. apartments, condos, housing.
Well, I mean, that building that came down on Pleasant Street is now going up, what, a luxury apartment building? And it's like, you have luxury apartments there, but you also have the Malden Gardens, which is right around the corner.
Yeah.
You have, how many luxury apartments can one city have?
Right.
You look at Somerville cannot compare to Malden, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They have no luxury apartments. There's some people in Somerville, I'm like, don't talk to me, you even have any luxury apartments. Who wants to live there? You don't have luxury apartments. But seriously, though, back to the conversation at hand, how many luxury apartment buildings can you really have,
Yeah.
in this day of age of affordable housing and all that stuff, and...
You think we're hitting our threshold?
Yeah. I think we have hit it. These luxury, and it's not like these other luxury apartments that are up are all no vacancies. You walk around and and there's always a vacancy.
Yeah.
No, that was a shooting foul. But if the old Y is not the site of a new city hall, then I say you tear that building down, make a park or something like make some green land, green space. However you call it.
That's part of the mayor's plan.
Okay, do that.
Something like
have like a commons type.
Yeah, you know what it's going to be like? Post Office Square. You know that park downtown on Congress Street?
Yeah. Okay.
Try and make it like that.
Okay.
Parking underneath.
Yes. And now that would be good.
Yeah. So whatever we do, you got to try and preserve the green space.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wish there was a mercy rule.
The argument about the C building is, mixing adults with students. Could be problematic.
Well, they'd have to get a new building built quickly and fast so it didn't interrupt the students' life.
Yeah, they have that built in.
Certainly isn't an easy decision. If it was, the decision would have been made 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You have to consider everything.
Yeah. Well, because I think the thinking is, this kind of a decision, next 50, 100 years, will carry us.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we want to be absolutely certain on which way we go. But the dialogue's been great. Everybody's been working well, mayor and the council, and.
Mm-hmm. And it seems like that everyone agrees that Pleasant Street should be opened back up.
That goal remains.
Yeah.
Unanimous.
Yes. Open that back
From what
up.
I sense, yeah. It's just at what cost?
Yeah. $35
seconds left.
And the Kings are now crashing down low, what they should have been doing all game. Had they did this all game, it'd be a closer game. And there's the line change you were talking about.
Yeah. Curious, though, with 28 seconds left.
I don't know why you would do that unless they just was not following the game plan. Now it's time to do that hop. Get in the position. Five ticks left to go, Gary.
How would you call? What would you call? What's the MNBL term for this kind of a game?
Slobberknocker.
Blowout.
Blowout.
Slobberknocker.
Slobberknocker, just unentertaining. It's just, you know, it's in games like this, it's hard to do the highlights for because you have one team scoring all the time and another team not scoring, and you don't want to have a highlight just of one team scoring.
Yeah.
Because that's not fair.
Yeah.
So it's just,
Bars and tones for the highlights.
it's just hard. Bars and tones for the highlights. That's Coach Glenn Higgins' suggestion.
Use that as a highlight. You don't make a mistake.
Final score, Hawks 65, Kings 39. A brutal beatdown.
But the one good thing about it is we were able to talk about where to put a new city hall, how we overbuilt. So we got to a lot of sensitive issues.
Yes, we do. And I just want to say that the comments that I made are comments of myself, and it does not necessarily reflect the comments of Malden Access, the employers, the volunteers, employees, I should say, anybody like that. These are just my personal views alone.
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity to be here.
Thank you for coming here, and I will see you on Around the Rim this week.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about what happened, and who knows, we have time on Around the Rim. We'll continue the conversation. If Around the Rim gets boring, we'll continue this conversation.
Keep up the great work.
Thank you to Andy Robinson. Thank you again to Gary Christensen, City Councilor, Ward 1. I'm Mr. Dudley saying we'll be seeing youth at the games. What are you doing that? Oh, did you want to say something?